Alright guys, just having a look at the inside of the Pajero Sport. Obviously you got some leather inserts in the door there. You've got your window and mirror switches there. Alright, have a look at the inside of that. Full leather interior, which is really nice, and it goes all around as well. So if you have a look, the rear gets full leather as well, which is awesome. Also gets these vents in the roof, which we'll go through that a little bit later. Alright, we do have Mitsubishi Motors carpet floor mats there. Alright, so check that LCD screen out. You watch this. Have a look at that. That looks unreal. Just wait for that beeping to go away. Alright, now have a look at that dashboard. That looks unreal. It does. It really does. Now we will go through that actually. So obviously you got your fuel on the right, temperature gauge on the left, and you've got this big LCD screen in the middle. Now if you have a look there, that's the first one. You get 3 actual display modes in this, so we'll just go through that one. You've also got type 2, which then changes to that. Check that out. And we'll just have a look at the other one. Wow, and that's like a rotary dial. You can have a look. So if I rev it a little bit, that's cool, eh? It is very awesome. Just go back to that one for the time being. And you also do have other ones as well, other units as well, driver assistance, blind spot monitoring stuff. There's a remote thing here as well you can use with your phone, that you can do things like open the boot with your phone. You can lock the car with your phone if you walk away, and like a window is open, it will actually tell on your phone that you've left something open. So which is a really great thing that this Pajero has. Alright, so let's get on with a few of these buttons, as there is quite a few. Alright, so obviously here we've got your mirror switches there. You do have a switch here to actually fold the mirrors in, if you can see. And then you can look at yourself in the mirror and how good you look. Alright, so we've got the start stop engine button just here, which is great, having keyless entry now. I really do like that. You've got your light bar to switch it on and off. The light bar is connected to the high beams. So yes, that's collision avoidance. You've got your front parking sensors, traction control off. Okay, it does have blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, and it's got rear cross traffic alert. So when you are actually reversing out of a spot in the car park or your driveway, it actually will sense if someone's coming the other way if you can't see them, which in bigger cars like this, it does make it a little bit harder to see. Alright, so on the steering wheel, we've got this big chunky Mitsubishi steering wheel here with the nice diamond badge in the middle there. Okay, on the right here we've got your cruise control settings, your voice activation, and some phone settings there. And you've got your audio controls just here as well. Now if you have a look as well, there's these 2 silver things behind the steering wheel, these paddles. Now they are, actually, if you see, they're actually connected to the console and not the steering wheel. So you can turn the steering wheel and they stay where they are, which is a really good thing, I think. I think it's a great feature to have if you want to do a bit of more performance orientated driving, or if you want to say put it into say first gear when you're forward driving. It's always a good thing to do that as well, so it'll stay in first gear for you. You can actually adjust that through the gear shifter here as well. It's up to you. It does have auto headlights, which is another great feature. You sort of pretty much leave it on auto and leave it alone and it will do its own thing, which is really great. It's also got auto wipers as well, which is another great thing these days. You know, everything's automated now. You don't have to worry about a lot of it or think about a lot of it. The car does the thinking for you. Alright, so let's have a look at the multimedia screen here. Now we've got obviously your multimedia stuff, your audio, you can have radio on, you can have digital radio, you've got sat nav as well, which is by TomTom, and it's a really easy setup to use. Just punch in where you want. You've also got voice activation as well if you do feel you want to use that. You do also have your phone connectivity as well. If you want to Bluetooth your phone, it's always a great thing to do. And it's very, very easy, simple to use. Go to the settings, go to Bluetooth, you can pair your phone, and it's all good. Alright, so we'll go down a little bit. Now we do have air conditioning controls. It's got dual zone climate control, very easy to use. You can adjust that for the passenger, adjust that for the driver, or you can sync them together and they will go up together, which is a really, really good thing. Alright, further down we have a 12-volt plug with a dummy. Actually, they don't have cigarette lighters anymore like I've seen on the other ones. You've got your rear diff lock on or off when you're in 4-wheel drive mode. You've got USB audio, you've got HDMI, you've also got seat heaters as well, which are a really, really great addition on a cold day. This is an 8-speed automatic you have. If I put this into reverse, comes up on the screen what's behind you, and you get a 360-degree camera as well, or you get a side camera. Side camera is good for parking. I think it's a great addition to this. Now if I push that again, that shows you the front camera and a 360 degree. Unfortunately, this has had a light bar put in front of the camera. So yes, but that's where the camera is at the front there. Obviously you got your hazard lights and tailgate open as well there. Okay, so you've got an electric handbrake here, which is not like most other handbrakes. Obviously when you put it into gear, it normally just the handbrake automatically releases. Same with when you put it in park, the handbrake engages. You got auto hold there. You do have hill descent control there, and that is your 4-wheel drive modes. So here we have 2 high, 4 high, 4 high low, and 4 low low. So we're in 4 low low, and you can see on the dash it's flashing up on the top right there. It's got to wait till it kicks in. Once it kicks in, you're ready to go in 4 low, which we don't need to use. We're not off the beaten track at the moment, so we won't need to use it. We can just stay in 2 high. You can change 2 high to 4 high, change these settings on while you're moving, which is a really great thing. So I'll just pop that into neutral and see if, and you can see the park brake there, light comes on, just see if that will engage. Anyway, we'll go back to 2-wheel drive, because that's, so you can see 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive high low, and 4 low low. So I was going to see if that actually engages itself. While we wait for that, we've got twin cup holders there. We have some storage space in here, not too bad, and a little bit of space at the top there for something or other. Now, it's a strange setup, this center console. So you have a look here. It's got these soft leather bits here, which I'm a big fan of, because I normally rest my knee against it, as you can see there, which is a really good thing. You go around the corner and it's really a really good addition. Now, I don't know if you can see down here, but there's a little bit of a space there. It's weird. There's a bit of a pocket there, and you can either put your hand through the other side and go hello. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That is, yeah. All right, so we'll just go back into 2-wheel drive there. That's fine. All right, so let's jump in the back and have a look in the back and see what the back's like. Right. All right, so here we are in the back of the Pajero. Now, let me just have a look. Oh, look at that. That's cool armrest there. And the good thing about this armrest is most armrests in the back have cup holders built into the armrest there, so you sort of can't really get a proper, obviously, you know, proper comfort on the armrest. But if you push this, check this out. That's cool. Have a look at that. Awesome. That's really, really a good thing. Obviously, you have up here, you can fold the seats down like so. And there's your back ones there, which we'll have a look in the back in just a minute there. These actually fold flat if you want them to. All right, so if you have a look, headroom here, 6'1". I don't have a lot of headroom in the back here, being 6'1", but there is a little bit of headroom there. Knee room, well, this is set up for me, the front seat. So I've got actually plenty of knee room and leg room and foot room there, which is quite nice. And if we have a look down here, there is a 150 watt power supply in the back here. And we've got 2 USBs for charging, which is a really, really good thing to do. Now, there's no air vent down here, but like I said before, the air vents are actually up in here. Now, if you have a look here, this is the controls here. We've got, if you can hear that, sounds like you're on an aeroplane or something. I don't know if you've ever heard the ones on the aeroplane before, but it's you get quite nice air coming out of these vents here, which is really, really nice here. So I'm sort of happy that I'm really glad that Pajero have put these in the back, sort of, because it will get a bit stuffy in here on those hot days. All right, let's check out the boot, actually, in the back, in the third row of back seats. All right, guys, so I'm just going to have a look at the very back seats, the 7th row. Now, if I just pull this like that, check that out. Now, you know what? I'm going to climb in the back and see if I fit. Right. So here we are, right at the back in the 7th seat, and let me tell you, there's no room here. If I was to put this seat back, as you can see in these seats, there is no room for my feet, so I'll get squashed. And I have no headroom here. Well, my head is touching the roof, so I have no headroom at all. So yes, for me, this wouldn't fit me. It's just too... But on the plus side, I do have like an aircraft style window to look out, which looks pretty cool. And cool, I've got 2 twin cup holders here. And also, I have a 240 volt power supply as well, which is really awesome. So there is, obviously there's your seat belts for the back and the front, both the sides there at the back. But yes, like I said, guys, I would not be sitting here because I would be driving the car, because you can see, have a look at how I'm looking. I'm pretty cramped in here, so it's not really a good look for me. But yes, and you've got bugger all behind the actual seats, or you can have them laid down and have a bigger boot. Alright, so what I might do is I might try to get out of this. If I can. And I just wanted to show you another trick. Now, to open the boot, There's actually sensors underneath the car. Check this out. How cool is that? So you have a tiny bit of storage room here. You've got a little bit of storage room either side here as well. There's a little bit in there, but it's very limited if you've got if you're using all the 7 seats. Alright guys, let's check out what's under the bonnet.